Christianity signals a new way of thinking about our moral life. In the Greek world, while there was, of course, talk of moral shortcoming, there was no obsession with it as such. People were arrogant or cruel, but this was not something that people obsessed about. Since moral shortcoming was conceived to be something limited to specific actions in the world, it was enough to attend to this, and one did not need to worry about the rest. This all changes with the development of inwardness in Christianity. By fixing the moral locus of individuals in the inward sphere, Christianity now vastly expands the realm of our moral life. Now, every single thought, feeling, idea, impression, inclination, and drive could potentially be sinful. Now, there's a great need to monitor closely not just our outward actions, but also our inward life. In the Christian world, people are enjoined to meditate on their sins, and this means to search themselves inwardly. The Roman satirists such as Horace and Juvenal made human vice and sinfulness into an important topic. They regarded Rome's increasing wealth and power as a contributing factor to the decay of Roman values. They were keen to contrast the early tradition of Roman life, which emphasized things such as integrity and simplicity, with the extravagance of their own age. Their message was, in many ways, consistent with the Christian focus on the inward life of the individual, in contrast to the external things such as wealth and fame. Their focus tended to be on vices such as greed, vanity, flattery, or self-indulgence, which came with the newfound prosperity of Rome and the concomitant corruption of its political institutions. As we've seen, the focus on the inward nature of the individual was also present in the early Roman Empire in the work of the Stoics. They too recommend withdrawing from the world and its temptations while focusing on the cultivation of one's inward character. In these schools of thought, the idea of sin also becomes prominent in a way that had not previously been the case. Christianity can thus be seen as a natural outgrowth in this context. It answers the same need of the time for an understanding of the changes that were taking place in the Roman world. Augustine's idea of the city of God is one that offers a kind of safe haven for people to retreat to. It's a place that's immune from external attack. In the face of the violence and brutality in the world, it's possible to find peace by withdrawing to a place within oneself. This inward sphere thus offers an enormous consolation to people during tempestuous times. It can be a source of great inner strength, but it also comes at a price, the constant brooding on one's moral shortcomings and sinfulness. Since the pagans did not have the same developed sense of inwardness, they were generally free from this. However, the Christian conception of subjectivity and inwardness make it into an inescapable part of our mental life. It can be a great feeling to know that one belongs to the city of God, where in one's inwardness one can commune with the divine at any time. However, it can also become an enormous burden to think that God is constantly looking over our shoulder and sees all of our misdeeds and knows all of our shameful hidden thoughts and illicit desires. We no longer have any secrets with regard to our moral life. With this conception, it's easy to have the feeling of moral inadequacy in the sense that it's impossible to live up to the required standard. It's understandable how this can develop into an obsession with sinfulness.